Hi guys, welcome back to Amateur Priority Toys. Today is going to be a spooky video because we're going to be looking at Ash vs. Evil Dead Ash from Value Stop and Ash vs. Evil Dead Eligos. You can see I've set the mood here a little bit with the spooky lighting, but let's go ahead and get my lights turned on so we can get a better look at the figures. There we go. So we will start with Eligos. So here he is in his box. He looks very nice. You can see the price tag says 35, but the guy selling them actually did 30 on each. So I got both of them for $60, which getting a Neca figure for $30 nowadays is a steal, in my opinion. These guys aren't super rare. You can find them online, but by the time you pay for shipping and all that, the price does rack up a little bit. So $30 I thought was a good deal. So here they are. Ash vs. Evil Dead. You can see Ash comes with the little doll that attacks him in the back of the store. I don't remember if the doll had a name or not. But down here we got another picture of Eligos, and we have El Jefe himself, Ash, which I will be comparing to this Ash towards the end of the video. So let's get these guys out of the box and get a better look at them. Okay, here we have our figures out of the box. So let's go ahead and start with Eligos. So he is a very interesting figure. So I think he actually looks much better out of the box than he did in the box. In the box, I thought this paint looked a little bit flat, but seeing it out of the box, I do like it a lot. I will say the greens here that he's got going on look much better on camera than in person. In person, it's a little too flat, but they've got some nice details in like the blood and the gashes in his skin. Very nice dark red paint. It looks very like moist. Here he is in the back. Now he is very interesting because well, we'll start with his feet. He's got very weird feet. They're very long, and it looks like he's got like hands for feet, which I didn't notice actually ever in the show. And he's got some bones sticking out the back. So he is very difficult to stand, and he does not have peg holes, which I do not understand why you would not give a figure like this peg holes and also include a stand. This is something Neca has been doing more recently, like the Wolfman, since he stands like on his toes, they do include a small stand with him. So I think he would have benefited from that. But he's a good looking figure. His articulation is a little weird, especially right here. His legs don't really go forward and back like a typical figure. They have like a swivel here. As you can see, yeah, it's got like a weird swivel, which feels very outdated. I don't know what the reasoning is behind that. Maybe to make this look a little more, I don't know, less jointy, I guess, to kind of cover up the joints. But it definitely does not help him, especially with the way his feet are. So he's got a few issues. Those are the negatives right off the bat. As you can see, like, you know, as I'm turning him and stuff, he looks very good, especially with the way the light is hitting him right now. His head, like his face, looks very nice. Let's see if we can get closer up. Very nice face. The articulation here. So yeah, overall, I do like him. I think he should have come with a stand. He also does not come with any accessories. I know Eligos doesn't really use anything in the show, but if he came with maybe like the Book of the Dead, like open to the page that they used for him, that might have been interesting. So there's that. No accessories. So let's do his articulation real quick. So his head will turn, tilt. It doesn't go up further than that. So when he's standing there, that's about as up as it goes. It'll go down about that far. His shoulders. I also want to say all these joints are very tight. Shoulders will go out and in. They can fully rotate. He has a bend at the elbow. It is double jointed. And no swivel. Oh, he's got a swivel on this side, yeah. Okay. And then he's got wrist articulation. We went over his weird legs. Single jointed knees. And I don't want to move them because I actually finally got him to stand. He's not standing anymore anyways. Okay. So he's got movement here at like, is this his ankle? I don't know. He's got weird feet. And then he's got like the same joint as the wrist, kind of like down here. So these feet can go up and down. It's very interesting. So overall, I do like the figure. I paid $30 for him. I don't think I would pay much more than that. Even though he looks really nice, he's got a couple issues with articulation. Some of the paint doesn't work, but also some of the paint does work very well. So it's, you know, you got to decide if that's worth it for you. But no accessories, which is a big bummer. So let's move on to Ash, because I was very excited for the Ash as well. Okay, real quick before we move on to Ash, I am filming this later in the day. I noticed while taking photos of him that he actually has mouth articulation. So I just wanted to point that out real quick. So yeah, looks pretty good. I'm happy he can do that. Okay, back to the rest of the video. Let's take a look at Ash. Okay, so here's our Ash Williams. You can see he's got his nice Bruce Campbell likeness. He's got really nice detail here, like with his scars and like the way his jaw is kind of shaped. It looks very much like Bruce Campbell. It's very nice. Also a nice detail in the name tag. Value stop, smile, Ash, stock boy. So I don't know if you can read that, but it is there. He's got his pocket protector with some pens. Looks very nice. He's got his value stop with some weathering. He has his wooden hand, which I will test and see if any of the other Ash from Ash vs. Evil Dead's accessories will work with this hand, like the chainsaw. So I will test that out in a minute. He's got his khakis on, his shoes, and he has a trigger finger hand, which is interesting considering they don't give you a gun, but we'll talk about that in a second. So overall, very nice, very similar to the other Ash. But if you are a huge Evil Dead fan or a completist, I would definitely recommend him, especially if you have the other Ashes from all the other Neca Evil Dead movies. He would look very nice with all of them. So he comes with an extra head, which is a screaming head, or kind of laughing. So this head actually comes with the other Ash vs. Evil Dead Ash. So this one is the one you can find in stores. This one, I don't know if he was ever exclusive to somewhere, but I don't think you're ever going to see that guy like in a Target. But it is the same head. So let's leave Ash over here, because we're going to be comparing them in a little bit. But he also comes with the little doll that attacks him. Very tiny, but it is nicely detailed. Got the nice angry face. The pink top with the white dress looks very good. So they show this as being able to attach to his head, like it's attacking him. There you go. It actually does pinch on there pretty good. So it's hitting his eyes, stepping in his mouth. That actually works really well, and that's a nice display piece. I like that. So props to Neca for that. This thing is very this could break easily though. It feels very fragile, so I would handle that with care. So let's go ahead and switch these heads. So there's our possessed doll attacking Ash. It looks very good. Definitely a very different looking Ash if you have him displayed like this with the other ones. So I'm going to test now to see if the other Ash heads are compatible. I'm assuming they are, but let's see. So here I have a head that came with this Ash on this Ash, and it works fine. So all your Ash heads are going to be compatible. He's also holding his boomsticks. That is also compatible. So unfortunately, I realized two of the heads, so both heads he comes with, are actually the same as heads that this one comes with. There is already a lot of different expressions for your Ashes, but it would have been nice if we got, maybe even more expressions. So you can just keep displaying your Ashes with a whole bunch of different heads and expressions, but that's okay. I mean, there's still plenty of options. So the next thing I want to try out is I want to see if I can get the chainsaw hand onto this hand. So let me see if it's removable. And they are removable and compatible. So you can see we have our regular Ash waving with the wooden hand, and I was able to get his chainsaw onto this hand. And I was taking a look at this Ash, and he does have the removable sleeve, so you can take the part from this Ash for his mechanical arm and stick it on there and get his mechanical arm on there. Unfortunately, I couldn't find my mechanical arm, but it is compatible. It will work. So Neca is no dummy. They knew that they could easily just have all of these pieces interchangeable, and I'm glad that they did. So I really love Ash vs. Evil Dead. Of the franchise, the whole Evil Dead franchise, it is my favorite installment. I just love the whole series, especially season 1. I just think it's really good. I love the new Evil Dead movie too. Even though it's a little different, I still think it's really good. Actually, the most scared I've been in a movie in a long time, probably. It was pretty intense, but I liked it a lot. So, but yep, here is our Ash versus Evil Dead S Smart Ash. Here he is with accessories from this Ash, and here is our Eligos. If you're only going to get one of these, if you already have plenty of Ashes from the other movies, I would say go ahead and get the Eligos, so you have, a villain / demon, since they don't make a whole lot of Evil Dead characters. They kind of just seem to make Ash over and over. But this Ash is very nice. I really, really like it. I think part of that's just because I like the red. I like the red with the red chainsaw. I think that looks really cool. So, like I said, I love Ash vs. Evil Dead. I really wish Neca would have made a Pablo and a Kelly. I would have bought them in a second. I also wish they would just kind of make more of the villains. Like if they made Ball, or if they re-released Henrietta, because Henrietta is pretty pricey online. That would be really nice because it just it kind of sucks only having Ash in the collection. You know, with the video game coming out, I was kind of hoping Neca would release like maybe Scotty or who else is there? Scotty, Ash's sister. Who is it Annie? No, I can't remember. But yeah, there's lots of other characters in the show. If they did Ash's dad from the show, I would have bought him for sure. They could have done some of the memorable Deadites, like the grandma from the first episode. They could have done the Amanda's partner. I think it was Amanda, the cop, her partner who turned into a Deadite in the house. That would have been cool. So, but yeah, overall, I really enjoy both these figures. Really glad to get them, and I think I got a good deal on both of them. I don't really have any complaints about this Ash. I think maybe he could have came with maybe some more expressive faces, just so you have, you know, a whole lineup of different Ash heads. He does come with a trigger finger but no gun, which is frustrating. I don't even understand the point of that. But the gun looks great in his hand. Eligos has a little bit of trouble standing, but it's not that terrible. He's just got weird articulation, and some of the paint doesn't blend well. But then there's other areas that do blend well, so overall, I'm happy to have both of them. Like I said, I got a great deal. So let me know what you guys think of these. And let me know what you think of Evil Dead in general. Ash vs. Evil Dead is my favorite. Probably followed by Army of Darkness, just because I think that movie is so crazy and entertaining. But which movies do you guys like? And what do you think of the new one? I thought the new one was really good, really enjoyable. I missed Ash, but, you know, still a great movie. Alright, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. I love being able to do my horror videos. I just haven't gotten much horror stuff lately. That's why, not too many spooky reviews, but hopefully I'll have some more coming up soon. So, anyways, guys, please like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll see you guys later. Alright, bye-bye. Eli, what are you doing here? What's that, buddy? You think everybody should like, comment, and subscribe to Amateur Priority Toys? And share this video with their other collector friends? Well, that's a lot to ask, Eli. But the people who do that, I would say they're pretty groovy.